6:02 p.m. Tuesday, November 13th, 2018, episode number 685 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Blessings on blessings to you.
Yes.
This holiday season.
You as well.
Hashtag
brethren.
East Hollywood. Hashtag grateful. Hashtag presents. Hashtag coal. Hashtag stockings.
Hashtag be here now.
685. Yeah, dude. America through the eyes of two American Americans. It's great to see you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're going to just, I guess we're going to talk about things. It's a comedy podcast, and we thank you for joining us. I have right here, I guess this would be, I don't know if this would be just for our Los Angeles Parent magazine.
Well,
having a cover kid search. You don't have to, it doesn't, I didn't read the bylaws, but it doesn't say you have to be an LA kid.
No, you just have to have an LA mentality.
And so again, hey, if you're listening to the show in Wisconsin, your kid's got an LA vibe.
It's just holler.
My 8-year-old's always listening to the Beach Boys.
Maybe consider making the move, you know?
They got a pop-up at the Westfield Fashion Square in Sherman Oaks on November 17th from 10 a.m. to noon. But if you can't make this event, sign up online. Submissions are open through the end of the month, through the end of November. Just go to LA Parent, Smart, Connected, Fun. They're looking for a cover kid that's got this kind of pizzazz.
Let me see the pizzazz this one's got.
This kid's got some pizzazz, some panache.
I mean, whoa.
So if you feel like your kid's got Hollywood vibes, I guess you said, what was this?
Mentality. LA mentality.
A mindset,
LA
really.
mental.
My kid only drives in convertibles.
Kid loves Wayfarers.
But we live in New England. So I would say if you got a kid,
does not say anywhere that the kid needs to be a Los Angeles
doesn't
native.
say. I mean, I have not read all of the bylaws, but wouldn't that be great if you listen to Yeah Dude and you got your kid on the cover of LA Parent magazine? I sent you out a couple. I could be a star to something. Yeah. Do you know how many fucking casting directors read LA Parent?
I don't know.
Dog, I got that at Erewhon on Beverly. Do you know how many people go through Erewhon, see a kid on that cover and could be like,
who's that fucking
kid? Who's that
cool fucking kid?
Who's that kid? Maybe Bosch needs a grandkid. So I'm just saying, looking at how things are domestically.
What do you think that pays?
That cover?
Yeah.
The cover is probably maybe like a day rate for a photo shoot, but it's not.
5 bones?
It's not that the payoff
is the potential for being discovered.
The potential for discovery.
I get it.
Yeah.
Smart.
So I would say, listen, like shit is so hard right now and what's happening to it. If you got a kid, get that kid on the cover of this magazine. Ride that gravy train.
Probably a good idea.
I mean, it's automatic if I had a kid that kid would have headshots.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah.
I mean, Gerber baby search, I'd be like,
remailing.
Not waiting. Yeah, remailing. Return to sender. No. So I would say if you're listening to this and you got a kid, it doesn't say that. Maybe I should have looked up the ages too, but that don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, based off that, we're talking
maybe 3 to 10.
Great. Why not?
Why not? Go for it.
Go broad.
Go broad. Send one to the studio, one into LA Parent. We should have our own. Have a UID, yeah.
Cover kid.
UID cover kid for December 2018. It's Jeremy from Charleston, South Carolina. Congratulations, Jeremy.
Good luck.
Good luck with your future. You live at the studio next summer.
2 weeks next summer.
2 weeks. Room and board taken care of.
It's a podcasting workshop. Man. Podcasting sleepaway camp is what we need.
Podcasting sleepaway camp. Teach these kids how to cast. I was telling Jonathan that there's an international podcasting hall of fame.
Yeah.
And now my mission is to get a UID kid on this. His is to get us into the... to blow it up?
Yeah,
sorry.
Maybe, no. I mean, maybe to sue them and take it over. Like in the lawsuit, because I'll bankrupt them.
Yeah.
Then I'll own them and be able to put us in our rightful place in there.
Okay.
It's shocking that we've never had any contact.
That they haven't reached out.
On any level whatsoever. Just to say, hey,
keep up the good
listen,
work.
We don't know. We're not sure if we're going to inaugurate you this year, but you are like...
We don't know when you're in, but if you stay at it...
No, I mean,
Oh,
I think
you think we should be in?
who else? There's some other people that are in or definitely before us, but they definitely aren't as popular as us, and they definitely don't make as much money as we do.
Okay. Well, it's
Is
not
that
about
correct?
that.
Not that I'm just.
Well, yeah, you are. I know you are.
It is a little
You
bit.
are.
It is a little bit.
I mean, it's about just rather the craft. It's about honoring the craft.
Okay, I mean, Hall of Fame. The last
Body of
word
work.
in the
I guess you're right.
thing
It's
is fame.
Fame.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I mean, I'm not. Listen, I
Hall, right there.
mean, we own a
Hall.
hallway.
Fame.
There's a decent amount of fame as far as podcasting goes.
Much fame.
I mean, listen, I've had brushes with actual fame, and we're not there, but in comparison to maybe some of the inductees into said hall, I would say
He's furious.
that we may have
Shouldn't
them
have brought
be-
it up. I should have tried to do some behind the scenes work.
I was a
before
little
brought it up.
mad when Seth brought it up last night. I was like, Seth, how is it that they've never? We've
Reached
never.
out.
We were up. We were up for some award. I remember we watched it on like a live webcast.
Oh, that was a podcast awards.
That was the worst experience. I was fucking.
Did we win? I don't think we won.
We definitely didn't win.
All right. It's okay.
And I was livid.
It's okay. It's not about that. I mean, it
And
is.
I wasn't just livid about the not winning. I was livid that I had somehow gotten us.
My fault.
No,
Okay.
because I got us to do the show.
Okay.
And the fact
Oh,
that
you mean the
it's
show.
The fact
Oh.
that we do something which has people that live in their basement that start like an award show and people like
Yeah.
and it's legitimized
Vote.
that I had gotten us on something so low
How'd you get?
rent
Yeah, you got
that
me
I
into
was
this.
like,
yeah.
I can't believe I've done this to us.
Seth,
That this is
Seth tries to keep his game on point.
This is
I
what we're striving
took it so janky,
and
Seth.
we're getting denied.
And we're at
And
the
we're
bottom of that
losing.
barrel. Seth, I love you.
Of
I'm sorry.
five, we were fifth. I'm sorry I've done this to
Seth,
us.
I'm sorry I've done this to you. No, nothing.
But I remember the guy that was like announcing it, who was his awards,
Yeah,
and it was like he
in
was
his
like in his
basement.
office.
Shut
and
up, Mom!
And it kept
Like-
like glitching
Yeah.
out, and I was like, it was on UStream or something,
Yeah.
and I was just like, this
Like,
is
Seth, how did-
so bad.
Yeah.
And then to say yes to it, and then be like, there's no fucking way these fucking geeks are gonna give us
All
shit.
right, I'm gonna
man.
start writing my Hall of Fame acceptance speech now, just in case.
So then, okay, here's what's gonna happen.
I'll do a.
Then we're going to talk about this. It's going to come out on the show. And then 12 of our listeners are going to like hashtag these motherfuckers in a Reddit or something. And then it's just going to like seal our fate that they're going to never, ever consider us for anything ever. Because the only way they've ever heard us
Could you imagine
is
being in the Hall of Fame?
slagging them off.
Imagine being in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, it might
Are
actually.
you in any Hall of Fames? I'm not sure.
I don't believe I am.
Okay.
No.
Like didgeridoo Hall of Fame, you're not in that?
It's
It'd be amazing. I'm
unlikely.
going to start working on that now. I'm going to Ray Lewis it. I'm going to be
just
like
feels-
02, 11, 06, 11. Keep that in mind. Danny White, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas, Texas, Kennedy, November, 63, 69, sexual, Pornhub. Like 35 minutes prowling that stage.
Do you think there's a physical brick and mortar hall?
It's enormous. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's a palace.
It's beautiful.
The podcasting palace of fame.
Yeah, Frank Gehry did it. It's gorgeous. Are they doing? Companies aren't doing holiday parties this year, right? That's definitely got to be a no-go, right?
Why?
Just
Because of a danger?
just because, yeah.
Poor taste?
Well, just
is it?
for the idea of the potential lawsuits when
Of the grope?
I'm assuming
The drunken
yeah,
groping?
when Steve from like shipping
Whips it out.
comes out.
Like Xeroxing his
Yeah,
nuts.
look
like,
at me. Do they still do this in movies? I'm Steve from shipping. Ship these nuts. Something, to that effect. Like
I hope they are. I hope they do.
can't imagine that if you were a CEO or if you
You would
had a
tolerate
company, you would
the
be like,
potential.
how?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just of getting everybody together and what can happen.
Wouldn't
right
it
now.
be just something where there should be a standard, like, corporate release that, like, as a company, we are now, we relinquish all.
You do it off-site. Yeah.
We pay for it. You go. We will rent it. We do
Rent
it.
the
Whatever.
hall,
Send
yeah.
us the bill.
It's like the
But
purge
if
from
you
6
wanna be
p.m. to
invited-
6, 8 a.m. Sign this NDA.
Corporate purge.
We're out.
Once a year.
We cannot be held responsible for Steve or Steve's friends.
Not that they're not, not subject to the law.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right.
But just
still too.
You cannot sue us for Steve from shipping.
Steve's fraternity bros that are in town are at the party. That makes sense.
Right?
But you're still. This isn't maritime law. This isn't like you are still whatever county or state you're in.
Still
You're
accountable
for that state's laws.
Yes. Yeah.
But the company.
Not the purge, though. That's
Okay.
probably the holiday purge party.
All right.
Anything goes.
You're right.
If you want to go, you can go, but
Because
they lock
yeah,
the doors.
It just seems like it's had its run. It's run its course.
I
there.
can't remember the last time I went to a holiday party. I guess I've been a
Just
little...
in like work or just in general?
In
Like
general, I think
like
I've maybe...
mistletoe and like
I
eggnog.
think I've not done that for
We gotta find one
few
this year.
years.
Maybe we should find one. You know? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I think there's maybe something a little...
I mean, he hates Christmas. That's
I don't hate it. I just maybe... I don't know. It's been... I think it's been a little while. Amir's fam... Sorry, I try to make it to Amir's folks, but that's
Okay.
Christmas Eve, so that's already like... That's Christmas. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
even...
so close.
It's not even like...
I'm talking about maybe the weekend before.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
do any of that shit.
And not a family thing, more of a friend.
Right.
Like a party.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that would we should try to do that this year.
Not being drunk at one of those things, that'll be fun.
Ooh, that'd be a great time. Standing off in the corner, looking at all the fucking ugly Christmas sweaters, sober. Wow. Fun. But you can pretty much do that sober about everything.
Just about.
Everything. Oh, kids' baseball game. Fun.
I'm
brunch with people that you know.
Brunch with people.
Fun.
You guys having some mimosas? Cool.
Everybody's having mimosas. Great.
Why not?
Sunday fun day.
I took a little bit of a road trip last couple of days. I drove up to Portland, Oregon, Washington State to visit my folks, and then to Portland to see my homie Dave, who's building me a motorcycle. But I drove with my dogs both ways by myself.
Okay.
And I did the drive both times. I did it straight. I didn't stop. I mean, I stopped for gas and to let the dogs go to the bathroom and stuff, but I didn't break for the night. And the drive it's technically too long to put in for a driving day. I think it's going to say 14 hours.
Too long for one person.
14 hours of driving. That's not including stopping, fueling, eating,
So
whatever.
16 hours.
Something along those lines. And
Actually,
there was a reason I was going to mention this, and now I can't remember why.
well, it's okay because you mentioned it and it reminded me of something that I got for you.
What?
I got you a product that Tina Malavey
no
told me
dose.
about on INLA.
No dose.
Alert drops created by Potsie from Happy Days, Anson Williams, in collaboration with his uncle, Dr. Henry Heimlich, creator of the Heimlich maneuver.
14 hours and 30 minutes driving
Okay,
from
so
here.
that's
So-
just drive time.
Just drive time. So Dr. Heimlich.
Dr. Heimlich and his nephew, Potsie from Happy Days. Potsie, who now directs.
Potsie? The redhead?
No,
Who's that?
he's the brunette. Is it a brunette? Can you call a man a brunette? He directs now,
chestnut.
and he was the chestnut beauty. He's been driving home a lot late night. One time he fell asleep, literally almost drove off the road in his Prius and killed himself.
Done it before.
So he created alert drops.
They
It's a
burn.
lingual. I'm going to get it. I haven't tried it. So I got this for you because you talked about
I
this
might
trip.
need one for the second episode.
It's well, we should actually save it for the second episode in case it does something to us and we can't
Oh,
talk.
it doesn't go in your eyes.
No.
For some reason, I assumed it was for
Dr.
your
Henry
eyeballs.
Heimlich told him to keep a lemon in his car and bite into the lemon when you fall asleep. I'm like,
Yes.
well, I guess that would work.
Terrible.
So I'm going to grab the alert drops. We're going to give you a little sublingual spray and see what happens. You ready?
We're doing it now?
I guess. Or
Sure.
should we wait?
No,
yeah.
let's do it now.
Not scared?
No. Oh, it's supposed... Is it going to it's going to hurt me? Can't sleep if you're screaming in pain.
All right. Are you ready?
You
So
going to do
this
it?
is for you. It's for, when you got the van, that's for your van life. I don't want I don't want you on the road. I think you go under your tongue.
You show that there. Put that up next to my
Okay.
cam there.
Alert drops.
Give it a second to focus.
Alert drops.
Looks like a homemade label. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, actually, like really, it looks way more.
They fucking made that on a fucking DOS fucking computer. I
Just
think.
had an intern stick it on.
Fast acting, no caffeine, no stimulants. Doctor recommended. Only one doctor, Dr. Heimlich.
Dr.
However,
Heimlich, the late great Dr. Heimlich.
But he did,
He did amazing things.
So he's taking his dad's advice. His uncle's advice of biting into a lemon, made lemon drops, and now has taken his uncle's name and put it on the
$1 billion, his dead uncle, into $1 billion
Under my
company.
tongue?
I think probably right.
Under my tongue. Is that it?
That's how it goes. Alert drops. Get it sublingual lemon. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a full shot from Califia Farms. Califia Farms.
Wiz's
Califia's
family
uncle's.
farm. Oh no.
Okay. Spray it in your eyes. It is your eyes.
It is for your eyes. Prep sprayer by pumping until spray comes out.
Already did that. Pre-pro for you.
You prepped it.
Prepped it for you.
Spray once on middle of tongue.
My bad.
As needed.
Good morning. Right? How do you feel? Let's go drive.
I feel like
I feel like driving back.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? One more.
As needed.
Try to keep it off your tongue so I can use it.
I thought you said it was mine.
I guess, yeah, it's
I thought
yours.
you were like,
Fuck.
that's yours. I was like, oh, you got two.
Fuck, I should have gotten two.
Oh. Second one was different.
See, it's the second one that does it.
Maybe
like
you
that
didn't
second
mix it.
Jaeger
Maybe
shot.
you didn't prep it so hot.
All right.
Woo! Second one's kind of crazy. First one just tasted like weird lemon juice.
No,
Second one
this
was
one's like
a zinger.
Let's go. Vegas?
Like burning some rubber.
Yeah. Holy shit. It's like swingers. Let's go.
I feel like racing for pink slips right now.
Right?
I
One
like
more.
it.
Do a third. Lick it and do a third. All right. Now we got a show. This is episode what? 685? Now we got a podcast.
This doesn't get us into the Hall of Fame.
Wiz Khalifa Farms presents Alert Drops
by
by
Dr.
Potsie Heimlich.
Potsie Heimlich. Well, thank you, Seth.
You're welcome. Speaking of products, I was at the library in downtown Los Angeles. I was at an exhibit called 21 Collections. Every object has a story. It was an exhibit about exhibits, sort of collection of ephemera, sort of similar to, I showed Jonathan the Anthony Bourdain. He goes to the Lower East Side to talk to all the homies that
Epic little
that are
snippet
still
Seth showed me.
still living down the Lower East Side and what it was like, 70s, 80s.
Still holding it down.
There was a guy that was on a photographer who's been documenting the Lower East Side for 40 years. He has a book, a binder of heroin bags from the 70s and 80s from New York City. The little bindles sort of pressed, in a fucking scrapbook.
Yeah, like a baseball card collection.
So just an insane, probably the only, as a collection, the only one in the world.
Certainly the most extensive. It was
So-
insane. And then
so-
Anthony Bourdain rips.
Oh, yeah, did
Like
that,
going
did that.
through, just being like, oh,
Did
I remember
that,
that.
did
Like,
that.
oh, poison. This is giving me a searing headache. Is that good?
That's good. Because then you don't think about how tired you are. You just think about the migraine that's coming on
Yeah.
and the stroke that's about to hit.
Okay.
That's the idea. You shouldn't be driving when you're tired. This gives you a stroke. You go off the
You have
road,
to-
and
you
then
have to pull
you
over.
wake up like in Victorville, in a community hospital in Victorville.
have no
How the
choice.
fuck did I get here? Why are my pants off? Shh, VanLife. All right, they had a guy who found paper airplanes in New York City for 20 years. If he found a paper airplane anywhere, he picked it up. Like weird kind of shit like that. Guy who collected the privacy lining inside of mailing envelopes. It's sort of weird. They have different patterns, and so he pulled the privacy lining out of, and it's just hundreds of.
But the collections are actually there.
They're there. So the collections of collections, matchbooks from gay bars in LA, 60s, 70s, 80s,
Goodbye.
Dog. But like been there.
It's-
Yup. Fucked. Sucked. Fuck. Yup. Amazing. This collection of candy wrappers from the turn of the century to now.
Wild.
And they had these fucking Jack LaLanne, these fucking high protein bars back in the day, giving you, let me see here. Looks like you're getting 8.5 grams of protein. Hey, how those gains back in the 60s? Tiny gains, huh?
Baby game.
Tiny gains for baby men. I mean, Jack LaLanne comes out with a high protein bar at 8.5, and the place is going fucking crazy. Dog, you get 8.5 in like a piece of gum that you fucking get at 7-Eleven now. If it's got less than 40, what are we doing here?
Times change, man.
I was just like, oh, this must be, ooh. You can't get no gains at 8.5.
What was it made out of? Nougat.
Nougat? Is that? Yeah, 8.5s. I went for Halloween. This is what I went. I went as Shreddy Krueger. What I did was I put on a bodysuit of a huge bodybuilder, and then over that I put on Freddy Krueger's sweater and gloves and masks, and I was Shreddy Krueger.
It's good.
Thank you.
It's very good.
Thank you. Been working on that. So terrifying, not only because of the gains, but because of the nightmares. So, I mean, what would be scarier if Freddy Krueger was fucking Rip Diesel? Like,
you'd be like, I can't
fucking get this guy out of my dreams or nightmares. I can't. Terrifying. Hi, I'm the guy with the gloves and the blades, and oh, but by the way, like, I'm fucking shredded. Like, I mean, because he's a scrawny old fuck. Yeah, the original Fred Krueger. Like I call him Fred Krueger. You could probably old Fred Krueger. You could kick him and run. Shreddy Krueger, on the other hand, his son, Shreddy Krueger Jr.
Very angry boy.
SKJ, the notorious SKJ.
Very angry youth.
Oh, dog. His dad fucked him up. If Freddy Krueger was your dad, you would be fucked up, right?
Pretty much.
Imagine if Freddy Krueger was your father.
Yeah, fair to say. You probably work out a lot.
I had a very weird childhood. My father is Fred Krueger.
Old Fred Krueger.
Do you know him?
You remember?
Have you ever had a nightmare about my dad? Yeah, I had a really weird childhood. 8.5 grams. Yeah, nice try, Gaines.
Adobe Analytics, changing the world through digital experiences, have research from projects that projects that online shopping will reach a record $124.1 billion this holiday season. That's a 14.8% surge from last year as American consumers increasingly make their purchases on the internet rather than in person. That shift, which has been occurring for several years now, is one reason many longtime brick and mortar retailers have closed stores or filed for bankruptcy. Now, still having a physical store remains an advantage for retailers because 47% of consumers visit stores to see and touch products that they want to buy later online. Adobe said the three of the busiest online shopping days this season, Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, the Monday after Thanksgiving, will show sales gains of...
Gains?
8.5 grams. Show sales gains of 16.5% to 17.6%.
It said that people want to see and touch,
and then they want
to go buy.
So the idea is
when you see people, if you work in a store and they're just touching, they probably want to buy later online, maybe see if they get a price, but they want to touch it first.
Yeah, I mean, so the idea. I think a company like Best Buy, people buy from Best Buy online.
Not me.
You go into a Best Buy to see something, you wind up still maybe buying it on BestBuy.com. The problem with the problem with this model is that people go into brick and mortar stores that are like mom and pops that are trying to survive from it. Touch and feel, then dip and go and...
What are you doing? I'm just going to touch it and your mom and pop. I'm going to buy it on Amazon. late. Well, that's not.
It's a real fuck situation.
Hey, let me be totally honest. I'm a type of guy that likes to feel my shit before I buy it online on Amazon. So I've come into your store called Mom and Pop's.
Mama and Papa's.
Mama and Papa. Help a mama and a papa. And then I'm going to be helping Papa right here over at Amazon to save $1.
Yeah.
You know what? I could buy it right now and have it in my hand. I'd much rather have it delivered tomorrow and save $1. Fuck off, Mama and a Papa.
But
what are you going to do?
so it's now their sort of retail brick and mortars are more like showrooms, which is why often you can see stuff that you can't buy. They're showrooms. They're not. They're not.
They're trying to get you in. A bait and switch.
Unless they're huge places, because huge places then have the stock but
they get you good.
it's so fucked up.
I saw a thing on Amazon. You got to be on Amazon.
I work in a secondhand music store.
Oh, that's bad.
And
oh no.
Oh,
jog.
I guess what it is now, when mobile phones first got smart, and you started having full internet access.
Okay.
We would, in the old days of the store, however long ago that was, let's say 10 years ago, around the time that maybe
You're on
this show
Sunset?
went on Sunset and stuff.
Let's say 15.
You would
say 10.
Someone would go in and try something out, plug it in, fuck around with it.
Yeah.
You could tell they were interested in it.
These celebrities or these civilians?
Let's say civilians.
Okay.
Ask them. You could tell they were into it. They'd ask how much it was.
How much is this?
Then
you'd say what? $4.99.
$4.50.
No, $499.
And they would say like, okay, let me think about it. Then they would go outside.
Step outside.
Get their phone out.
Yeah.
And go
hide from you. Peek around the corner.
Go on eBay and stuff and start
$450.
checking.
Wait a minute.
I found it here. It's one sold, but they wouldn't do it in front of us.
Okay.
And they would come in and not say, I just found it on eBay for $350 or something. They would come in and say, would you take $350 for it? At which point you'd be like,
fuck.
Maybe not, depending. But they had price checked it, which you have total freedom to do or whatever. There was some shame in it at that point, and that shame
that's
no longer exists. I will have dudes
good call.
Literally sitting in the store. I've plugged the thing in for them, asked how much it is, and they are on their phones while they're messing with
sticking it in your face.
Yes.
What's your name? It says Jimathan. Boom, in your face. So I would send I'd send a decoy in for me. I'd send somebody in, find out how much this is, then do my research, and then I'd come in and they wouldn't even know I was coming in the first time, and I'd be like, 500. Some bros saw it online for $350 because they think I'd really know.
But what? Well, first of all, is there something better about the first way than the other way? Because they were still doing the same thing, but there was some
shame
or some respect that I'm not going to come into your store that you pay rent in and whatever, not me, but my boss or whatever, and use it as I don't know if it's wrong or not. I just know it makes me want to sock everybody in the face.
I'm sure.
But that's
a good business model. They love that. Employees. My employees want to sock everybody in the face. We haven't sold much.
But then also, there's no... There is no intrinsic value for those people in the fact that I'm hovering over them, plugging it in for them, and teaching them how to fucking use it. Yeah. Not like some dude in Guitar Center who's going to give you a pair of headphones and be like, go try out the thing. I'm there. There is no value for them in the ability for them to confirm that it is something that they want, which you cannot determine online, or why the fuck are you here in the first place?
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, guess what? I don't know. It's
impossible.
It's
unless you're Jeff B.
Unless you're Jeffy B. But it's just crazy. And then people, I'd like to support local businesses. And it's just like, you're not throwing me a fucking bone. Like, don't do that, because you're doing something that's just, yes, do that. Support
Yes,
local
do that.
business,
Definitely
but like,
do that.
don't say it like that. Like, you're being charitable.
Yeah.
You're not being charitable. Like, and if you are, then you're doing a disservice.
I know
You're
what
just
you mean.
staving off the inevitable.
Or don't
pull this fucking Band-Aid off.
Don't expect
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm like, hey man, I give, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
At your mamas and papas.
Yeah.
Because I'm just that type of guy. You know? I don't actually.
I don't.
I have a Playboy magazine for November, December 2018, and I have a Playboy Advisor, where sex columnist Anna Delgazo is going to answer our questions. She answered him here in the magazine. I think she did a great job.
Oh, you do?
You can follow her at This Anna Is Bananas on Instagram. But I'm following Jonathan Larroquette, and so that's what I want to know. RG writes in to Jonathan and said, JPL, my boyfriend likes to role play, but not in the way you might imagine. When we're having sex, he'll say things like, tell me you want to be my wife. Tell me that you want to have my baby. He never says anything similar outside the bedroom. I assume he gets off on, quote, dirty talk that suggests we're bonded for life. In reality, I'm on birth control, so there's a fantasy element at play here. How seriously should I take his remarks about marriage while we're having sex? He's really messing with my emotions.
Wait, is this her?
What?
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Good point. Good work.
Not her. I'm thinking. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not procrastinating. Okay. Saying what is he saying? What besides? Okay, saying. Tell me you want to be my.
Tell
wife.
me you want to be my wife. Tell me you want to have my baby.
Well.
Tell me we're gonna grow old together and do our taxes together. What?
Yeah.
Let's get a lease together on a car.
Tell me you'll clean up my poop when it accidentally slips out.
Clean it. Get a lease with me. What? His dirty talk is a little.
It's not dirty.
It's well.
It's
It's
not dirty.
So it's not dirty.
It's not dirty.
Intricate.
It's
Thorough talk. What's his get down?
I mean, I can get with the.
Which one?
The
Tell me you want to be my
pregnancy.
wife, or tell me you want this baby.
Yeah, that's.
Tell me you want this seed that will blossom into a beautiful baby.
But then also.
But it's good. The dirty talk, quote unquote. It's their bonding. It's their.
But also, it's an impossible situation because she's on birth control. Not impossible,
Yeah.
but nigh on impossible.
So it's a fantasy element at play.
A fantasy element at play.
Tell me you want to get a marriage certificate.
So then.
Tell me you want to go to the city hall and get a justice of the peace. Tell me you want a honeymoon in Belize. I'm about to come. Pick a spot.
Any spot.
Any please. The DR. Where?
Tell me though.
Tell me quickly because I'm about to come. Okay.
Costa Rica.
All right, fine. We're going to Costa Rica. Like, sir.
So, well, first of all, this is a question you squarely need to take directly to the man himself.
Address right to him.
And be like, listen.
RG. What? Hey.
Well, listen, not even hey, just hey. Like,
Not hey, but hey.
just like, you say some pretty deep, committal
Interesting
stuff
things.
in the
Yeah.
sack.
Let's create a unison bond that lasts forever. Let our bodies become one with space-time and energy and mass.
I'm curious here.
Thelma and Louise, drive off this cliff with me.
She didn't say how long they've been together, right?
Nope.
What does
2 weeks.
What does Anna is Bananas have to say? Do you know?
I don't remember, but she had some sound advice. I think it was, you need to, hey. It just,
Listen,
hey, not hey, but hey. You need to address this with him, the man. Fucking crazy. You sure you didn't read it? This Jonathan is bananas.
It's
a thing.
It's a thing. I get it, but don't totally get it. But I could certainly understand it being like, is this at his most expressive and vulnerable? Are these things genuinely coming out of him?
He's at his most vulnerable, and he's
or is he just so like tell me you want me more than anything and want everything from me more than anything so that I can feel powerful and all that stuff? Or is it that that at these moments this is coming
this vulnerable
out of me.
State this is what I want.
This is what I'm preoccupied with. So I mean, she definitely needs to find out.
Tell me.
But she's gonna fuck the fantasy up probably one way or the other. Either it is going to by bringing these up bringing it into light, you either are going to make this fantasy a reality then, or you are going to put the kibosh on immediately on it being able to be expressed
on these words being
on a whim like that
in the space. Make sure when don't bring up any of that. Well, next time we're fucking try not to.
I'm not even saying maybe she's just it'll just ruin it for him by him having to talk about it. Like, no, I don't want to be like held responsible for me saying these things,
these crazy things,
these lunacies.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out because you'd be a terrible mother. Well, you don't have to do that.
You swung to the
Unbelievable.
other side of the pendulum.
Make sure I'm gonna come out really early because you're fucking crazy, just like your mom. Like, oh no.
Where are you gonna move when we break up? Tell me right now.
Get your shit. I'm already thinking about what books are yours. Oh, what's the Netflix account password? Oh, I'm asleep. Sweet.
This sucks, man.
Sweet.
This life sucks.
Fucking shit. This Jonathan is bananas.
This Jonathan is bananas at Twitter, man. Holler at me. SpaceLife Origin, life beyond Earth. If humanity wants to become a multiplanetary species, we must also learn how to reproduce in outer space.
What?
In outer space. The missions program SpaceLife Origin is sequential in time. You might have to help me with this because I don't know what's going on already.
What's SpaceLife Origins?
Whereby each previous mission strengthens the outcome of the next missions.
Course.
In this way, a safe and proven step-by-step methodology and unique patent-pending technology will be developed, resulting in achieving our overall vision, enabling sustainable life beyond Earth. The missions program is established with the help of ethical, medical, technical, and legal experts. SpaceLife Origin has entered in partnerships with universities and leading suppliers from the space technology and medical sector.
Okay, sounds like we've got bases covered.
Missions Arc in 2020 looks like a sperm inside of a test tube is the graphic. Missions Lotus 2021 looks as though there's a sperm entering an egg.
Holy shit.
2024 Missions Cradle looks as though there's a small developing fetus. Missions Future 2032 and beyond looks like several human avatar looking like a group of.
What year is that?
2032 and beyond.
Okay.
Mission Arc 2020, mankind's ultimate insurance policy. This looks like an orb.
Okay.
Some type of an orb. Maybe I would even go so far as to say a space-worthy
orb.
Your ultimate insurance policy, your offspring completely secured in a fully independent vault, circling at 300 miles above planet Earth. Safely protected for decades, no matter what events may occur on Earth.
Okay.
So that means... What?
What mission was that? That was
20. That was 2020.
That's now. That's the first mission.
Missions Arc. That's right off the bat.
Yeah.
But it's saying your offspring completely secured. So does that mean they actually they don't actually make a baby and then keep it in some sort of stasis or something.
I think so, in that space orb, don't they?
They don't just have all the ingredients necessary to make a baby, and then
make the
and then if something happens, you can flip the switch and it mixes it all up. It's like a blender.
If you keep going, it will.
Do you know? And you're just not telling me?
There's a baby right there.
Well, that's 2021 conception in space, birth on Earth. Mission Lotus 2021. For the first time in history, humans will be conceived in space. Sperm cells and eggs will start forming embryos in low Earth orbit. When the embryos safely return to Earth, they will grow further inside of their mothers.
So we send the recipes we have for the baby. We have the ingredients. We send that into space.
Make a smoothie.
Okay, but bring that space smoothie back
down and put it back in the mom.
Okay.
Or a mom.
2021. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing makes sense yet.
What was next?
2024, the first baby born in space. Technically. Oh, no. The next step in our evolution, a pregnant woman will give birth in outer space.
Yeah, we got to send...
Well prepared and safely supported by a medical expert team during a 4-day mission, another major step towards life beyond Earth. Mission Future. Sustainable life beyond Earth.
All right.
And then,
so the mother will go in that space orb with a team, with a scientific team, and she's not going alone. With a space doula team, they go into orbit.
Cosmic Doula.
Cosmic Doula. It's my DJ name, ladies and gentlemen. Tiesto would like to welcome Cosmic Doula, and then I come walking out in a caftan, slowly. So we put the mother in the space orb. We send her up with the cosmic team. The baby, she has the baby. It's a space baby. It's the only way. What are we doing here? We have to.
Yeah, we got.
What are we doing here?
We got to get off this rock.
We got to get off. We're the third rock from the sun, right? Is that the thing? Is that what that TV show meant? We got to get out of here.
No, they were the third rock from the sun. No, we are.
We are or they are?
'Cause where were they from? Mars?
I'm not sure. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be the father. He'll be the first space father.
Space dad.
Space dad. The question is, who's going to be the first space mom?
So you put your sperm and an egg in an orb.
You make a baby in the orb.
I guess, or somehow remotely.
The baby is the baby's born in outer space,
conceived in space, but without. They didn't say anything about
men anymore. Men are out of the picture now. Did we?
I'm not sure.
Shit.
They might have enough of our stuff. They don't need us.
They don't need it.
We've got it all.
This is the plan.
Got it all.
Planet Woman. WOMYN. Goodbye.
You guys.
Thank you for your service.
You guys gave us enough of
We froze it.
Forever.
You made a lot of it. You didn't stop doing it.
Stop making it.
Put it everywhere.
Guess what? We got more than.
Put it everywhere. So what we did is stored it, and now we don't need it. Remember when you kept putting it everywhere? Whenever you wanted? And we asked you to stop? I can't.
I need it.
I need it everywhere all day. Put it everywhere. This room, that room, this wall. Well, thank you.
Guess what?
We took one of you, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
But I guess you put all the necessary sauces, all the 12
are
secret spices.
Yeah.
Go in there. Go up there. Mix up.
Go
so
up
that
there.
Go
not
up there.
In the woman. Up
into the orb. The orb goes up into space. They hatch the baby in space, bring it back down, put it in the mom. When the mom comes full term, they send the mom out into space, then the mom gives birth. So the baby was conceived in outer space.
Born in outer space.
Bred on planet. Birthed
in the cosmos. On the dark side of the moon. Wow.
Probably will be whatever the next beyond
and that will be the next
beyond Indigo.
Species beyond Indigo.
Yeah.
Your DJ name. Ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome Beyond Indigo and Cosmic Doula to Shakti Fest. And then we both slowly walk out
in caftans.
Hello. Yes, good evening.
I don't know, man.
What are we doing here? We got to start thinking. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be here now. They tell you that, but you also got to think. You can't everything can't just be like, I'm in the moment. But are you? Yeah, man, one moment after another moment is another moment. Yeah, but do you do shit and think about anything? You have a calendar? I have a 2019 calendar up now, which is my problem. And you know what's really frustrating is when you're trying to be on point and you and I are on the fucking phone with they're telling me that I got 3 days to leave my apartment because I haven't paid my rent.
Because you paid it so early.
But then we realized I pay it so early that they've now like lost track of.
You gotta
saying to Jonathan, what's the chance do you think that I didn't pay my rent for November? Jonathan, what do you put money on that? So it's like, pay or quit. You got 3 days to quit. Quit what? Like, quit living here after 17 years? I quit. I quit. Jonathan's let me stay in the van until he takes a trip. And then I guess I'm on that trip. Sweet. Me, Jonathan, and the dogs are somehow in Washington State now. What the fuck?
I shouldn't have quit my apartment.
Shouldn't have paid my rent so gosh darn early. Chuck Lorre makes TV shows. They're bad.
Some of the finest.
They're good. Some of the best. And at the end of the show, he does what he calls a vanity card, where he writes things. You'd have to freeze your VCR or DVR, whenever it is, to see it. He makes them, puts them into books or whatever he's done. He really feels the need to write his thoughts down for that quick second that it's up on the screen. We did one. I don't remember what episode where he was talking about vegans. That was one of his vanity cards. What did he call? Hold on. There was vegetarians, mobility bigots. You remember when he called vegetarians and vegans are mobility bigots? I think we read that on a show.
Yeah.
So he's doing it. He did his 600th vanity card for Big Bang Theory that just happened. And then he has a new show with Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin called The Kaminsky Method. It's coming out on Netflix on Friday. That's going to be a really good show. They asked Michael Douglas, why did you do this show? And then I answered it for him in Parade Magazine. Because they paid me money is why I did this fucking show on Netflix. Why did you do this show? Well, why did I do? I'm an actor. Why'd I do it? Why'd I do it? Because I wanted to work with Chuck Lorre and say his words, just like my dear friend Chuck Sheen did. So he just had his 600th vanity card. So he has a website with all of his vanity cards. I got a couple for you. I went to the movies today. While standing in line to buy a ticket, I noticed a sign on the ticket booth window that indicated I was eligible for a senior discount. For some reason, I was surprised. I don't know why. I've been eligible for quite some time, but until that moment, I'd never once considered availing myself of this somewhat dubious perk. Anyway, I jokingly pointed out to the young girl in the ticket booth that I was indeed old enough to be treated as a senior. She nodded and proceeded to give me the discount. I asked if she wanted to see the proof of age. She glanced at me, shrugged, and said, "Nope." The movie was a comedy, but I was in no mood to laugh. I just sat there and sulked until I fell asleep. Wow, that sucked. But thank you for sharing. I saw a woman the other day. She was very pretty, sparkly. Okay, that's illegal to say, but this was written in 2012. I think you could do that in 2012. I think you could still refer to women as sparkly in 2012. We exchanged several awkward glances until I finally screwed up the courage to walk up to her. I don't know what that means.
Is he single?
Looking to mingle. I don't know. I fumblingly introduced myself and asked if we'd met before. She stared at me for a few seconds, her head tilting to the side like a confused labradoodle, and then she said, "I should think so. We used to date." My eyes widened. My jaw dropped. "Oh my God," she said. "I can't believe you don't remember." I shrugged and said, "I'm sorry, I honestly don't." She went on to inform me that this all happened many years ago, back when we were in college. Apparently, I was the worst boyfriend she ever had, and our time together was by far the worst year of her life. I silently took this in. "Well," she said, "what do you have to say for yourself?" I slowly shook my head and said, "No, I think you've confused me with someone else." I then walked away very quickly so she wouldn't hear me giggling. I don't even know what that means. You're a billionaire? You're a billionaire. Trucks and miscellaneous construction equipment emit a piercing beep, beep, beep noise when they back up. I've always assumed the sound was a response to past litigation. Insurance companies seeking to avoid lawsuits decided that this was a defendable way to warn stupid people that a large vehicle was sneaking up on them. In other words, flattened morons can't sue a construction company if they are duly alerted by a series of shrieking beeps. Now, we should make clear I'm totally in favor of signaling dumbasses, but what I do not support in the beep, beep, beeping happening every friggin' morning at the break of friggin' dawn. Who's up to be run over that early? And I'll take it one step further, Jonathan. I think the drivers of these vehicles back up way more than necessary. I think they secretly enjoy the fact that they're waking people up for miles around. I think that they think, I'm up early, so screw you, you get up too. So anyway, that's what I think. I have no solution to this situation. I just wanted these people to know that I'm onto them, and I hate them. You're a billionaire, writer man. Give us more of your jokes, Sheldon man. 600 of those. 600 of them. You don't get enough of your writing done when you write the fucking shows and the people do the talking and the jokes and the, hey, we can do this in front of a live audience. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Well, we watch it. It don't work. So when did it work? You claim it doesn't work and then you fix it and it works, but then we watch it here and it don't work. So when did it work? Sheldon, man. 600 of those. Dog, you've made like the biggest shows ever, like the most shows, all the money, all the laceless Converse that a man in his fucking 60s can slip on, all of them. You have 400 pairs of laceless Converse slip-ons. Why do you do these?
Why do you still need to get a little one-pager?
Why do you got to get a one-pager in that no one can see? Because no one's stopping to read them. Well, except
you haven't met Roma.
You haven't met this fucking lunatic, this loser in his fucking living room. Not a Hall of Famer.
Not podcast Hall of Fame.
Never has been, never will be. 600 of those.
It's like his legacy.
Legacy.
That's like what probably matters to him more. He's like all the fame, all the
shows, all the Sheldons,
all the Sheldon versions.
all of them.
All the age versions, Sheldon.
Law and Order, SV Sheldon, all of them. It's these right here. It's these right here. My quips, my thoughts. Right here. You can take the rest of them. You take your Dahmers and your Gregs.
Seems a little harsh in some of them too. What about the woman? I don't understand. Did he date her? I
guess
he was giggling.
He
about
giggled.
it?
He laughed at her. Ha ha! I'm rich. You're not. He walked away giggling.
Broke your heart.
I broke your heart. Was a terrible boyfriend. Now look at me. Arr. Yeah.
Hates trash men.
Hates them. So you hate fucking these dudes that are up at the crack of dawn that actually work for a fucking living.
Throw your garbage away.
They throw your garbage away. Your scripts. Zing bing. Pazowie. What's Sheldon say? Zing pow. Whatever the fuck he says. I wish I knew that because it could have been my little... What does he say?
I don't know.
Kaplooey, Bing Pie. He says he's got one little fucking thing. I'm sure it's on a t-shirt somewhere.
Jeff, you know?
Bazinga! Thank you. It's Jeff in the kitchen. Thank you. Fucking shit, man. So these guys that are up, that are fucking working, you had despised them. It's unbelievable.
Fuck, man.
Do you think that these guys like get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then work all day and then get home and write a vanity card when they get home? Come home, see their wife. How was your day? It was very long. How was your day? It was very long. The kids want to play catch. Hold on. I'm going to go write a vanity card. 600 of them.
About my observations.
I have a lot of quips, honey, that I thought of at work.
Fuck. Now, Seth was saying that we having a hard time confirming this, but this we know. What I'm about to report.
We don't know anything.
Is true though, but we've seen some other versions of this that maybe have been
No, I think this
hoaxy. But
this is
one's
we've not
legit.
seen any version of anything like this.
Of this. No. Pizza Hut is taking its pie-making show on the road. A new automated pizza-making robot prototype that cooks pizzas on the way to customers' homes. It was unveiled at the Specialty Equipment Market Association annual automotive specialty products show in Las Vegas.
It's okay.
I think it was at SEMA, probably in a certain hall. SEMA? The mobile pizza factory, residing in the bed of a zero-emission Toyota Tundra pickup, got its debut during Toyota's presentation at the SEMA show called The Kitchen. The operation includes a refrigerator, a pair of robotic arms, a portable conveyor oven, all of which run on the truck's hydrogen fuel cell electric powertrain. Pizza Hut has yet to test the mobile pizza factory on city streets, but sees potential for not only its gee whiz factor, but also for delivering fresher pizzas to a wider delivery area. The automated pizza maker takes 6 to 7 minutes to cook a pizza after an order is placed. The first robotic arm opens the refrigerator, removes the proper pizza, and places it on the oven conveyor, which it then sends through a high-speed ventless oven. When it's done cooking, the second robotic arm removes the pizza, places it on the cutting board, slices it into 6 slices, and puts 100 people out of business.
Crushes
immediately, and puts it in a pizza box. A driver would then deliver the pizza to your door. However, in the future...
Yeah, let's not even say driver. I mean, because that would require somebody who still has the job of doing that.
Right, which I guess by law, an automated vehicle...
By law, human beings aren't allowed to make money or work in the new thing that we've created.
You can't make money. What are
you
doing?
Are you human? Oh, you bleed? Oh, adorbs.
The pizza pickup could even drive itself to the customer.
Of course.
This is that's
the easiest part.
The Tundra Pi Pro.
I mean, making the pizza is way harder than fucking driving.
Yes, but getting from a vehicle to a front door, that is to say...
So I guess human beings are still going to have to walk from their house to the sidewalk. Sorry, I mean...
Yes.
I guess for a few more years, we'll still have to walk 30 feet.
But we won't accept that because that's a step backwards from
maybe a
showing
drone
up on our door.
How about a drone is perched on top of the automobile?
Now we're talking.
You got me. Picks it up and flies it the last 20 feet.
Now we're talking.
Bring to me. Perfect. God, I would love to get up but can we cut something into the wall of the house and let the drone fly it in?
Could we just have a drone door?
Like, you know how you have a doggy door?
Can we have a drone door?
A drone window? A drone drawer? The drone just comes in. Drone lives with you, maybe.
It's your drone.
It's your drone.
It's your
Gerald.
It's courier drone.
Gerald, go.
It's your personal courier drone.
It's your personal drone, Gerald. So because you really need to make that leap.
Gerald the drone.
You need to make that leap from the couch to the door. In your drone drawer, personal drone Gerald will allow to get out to the zero emissions. That's fantastic. Toyota Tundra that has created this piping hot pizza.
Brand new.
But you need something to blow. The pizza's going to be so hot.
Into your mouth.
You need that. But before you eat it,
land it on your
belly. You've never had a piping hot brick oven pizza dropped right in front of you. Someone's going to have to blow on it. And that is where my app comes in.
Jerry the drone.
Gerald's brother, Daryl. Is that real? I think babies in space
that's
are
real. But
I think this is real.
The other thing about it is that you clearly, with that contraption, currently are probably they haven't quite updated to a point where you can customize the pizza. Probably.
Yeah.
So it's you're set to
Canadian bacon and
but so many
pineapple.
But you're gonna have enough. You're gonna have the ability to store enough of them that you could have all of the basics.
There's 100 different Toyota Tundras.
And I'm saying within a Tundra.
Well, each Tundra makes a specific pizza. Extra cheese is its own Tundra. I want Toyota Tundra Todd with extra cheese. Beep beep.
No, I'm saying that they'll have them on stash.
Oh, they'll have it ready.
Like all the standards.
No, you'd need a fucking Humvee for that. Toyota Tundra can only
I'm
pack
saying
so much in.
if you have 1 to 2 of each pizza.
Okay.
You could have an assortment of...
If you've got 20, let's say there's 20 different toppings. What's the algorithm on that?
No, I'm saying...
Hundreds of different pizzas.
There are standard
I'm
pizzas.
with you. Oh, I want the number 8.
Cheese, pepperoni, Hawaiian. There's Supreme.
Baby, I gotta have it my way.
I'm saying, though, that they probably
For right now?
For right now.
But I gotta have it my way.
Well, they're gonna need
What
a
I
couple
want-
more small robotic arms.
What do you think? How many different pizzas could you make with 20 different ingredients? Probably 1,000. I don't know how that ever works.
Oh, it's like
So we need
probably
250,000.
250,000.
Well, we need a warehouse with 1,000 tundras.
250,000.
So where Jerry Seinfeld, he gave us one of his fucking hangers, and there's 29,000 tundras in it now.
In it for the LA
Pick a pizza. Pick a pizza. Guarantee you it has it. Well, what if I wanted mushrooms, pepperoni, extra cheese, and basil? Beep beep. And there it comes.
I guess.
Why not? What are we doing here?
I don't know.
I mean, if we're not gonna be in space and we're gonna be in this fucking dump, we gotta have shit like this. What's the point of being here? I'll just go to space.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the issue. Is that it's like
And what are your options?
there's nothing else to do here.
What the fuck are you gonna do here other than be miserable?
So they're just coming up with just other ways of doing the same thing, though.
Yeah.
That there's nothing new happening.
We can't.
It's still pizza. It's still.
What? I mean,
it's like
yeah,
here's-
but what else is there?
Yeah, it's just a different
Delivery
way of
method.
getting it.
Yeah, faster, cooler delivery method.
Yeah.
I mean, what did people do like in the 70s? Did they like
I don't even think
drive to a
pizza hadn't been
pizza
invented
wasn't
yet.
invented till
They-
89, I think.
They didn't
Right?
have it yet.
I think in 89.
They still were having just spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, just like spaghetti, like penne pasta with like butter until like 85.
It's like I don't know, dude. It does feel like maybe
I mean, did the people like you drove to the pizza place
yeah.
and then drove home with it? Doesn't the cheese get all
you
fucked
eat
up?
it there.
You just ate it there.
Yeah,
Went to Papagino's and ate it right there.
absolutely.
Come on, kids.
I mean, what?
We're gonna
I think-
leave the
what-
house.
You see pizza delivery guys start showing up in movies in the early 80s, right?
Somebody's got to be some pop culture website. Somebody's got to know this.
Yeah.
888-842-2357. When was the first movie to show a pizza delivery guy? Could it be the 60s or it's the 70s? Could there have been a pizza delivery guy in the 60s?
No,
70s. Definitely 70s. But 60s, no way?
No way.
69?
no,
Okay.
I have no idea.
How do we find out?
I don't know.
Somebody knows. There's definitely a pizza aficionado listening to the show right now that can tell you. I will tell you the film.
Pizza aficionado.
Definitely.
That's like a career.
Well, I've seen a guy once on a show that collects pizza boxes, like different styles of pizza boxes. He probably knows, and he lives in New York, and I think he's been to every pizza
Maybe
place
he
in New York.
knows.
Maybe he knows. I could find his name. He'll know. Ask that guy if you know him, if you know the guy I'm talking about, and you like go to the gym with him.
Hey, anyone that goes to the gym with that
To
guy,
24-hour
that
fitness with
collects
the
all
guy,
pizza
it's on like
boxes,
CBS Sunday
tell him
morning.
Seth from my head, dude, wants to talk to him.
Not even.
Oh, my-
Just wants to know, hey, what was the first movie to have a pizza delivery guy? And he'll be like, I know that. I have that. It was
have that.
1972's like
Let me send you a copy. It was a porn.
Mamma Mia. It was a porno called
porno.
Mamma Mia.
USA Today Snapshots. 1 in 3 Americans admit to eating after they complete their nighttime teeth cleaning routine.
Oh, you can't do that. Gotta think.
I don't brush my teeth at night.
I know you don't.
I just do it in the day.
Sometimes in the day. If you have a meeting. Honey, do we have any meetings today? No.
All
Cool.
Put it away.
What am I going to
Back
do?
in the little
Like,
holder.
brush my teeth?
Back on the
This
charger.
is so stupid. You know, my toothbrush costs $600. I've only used it once this month. Yeah, you gotta plan that shit out. You have to know.
Well,
I mean,
what-
if someone's out like,
Can we not agree that there is possibly certain items that one can ingest?
oh Lord, no.
Celery?
Oh God, I just brushed my teeth, but I'm thinking about just having a plate of celery.
Craving the celery.
Mm.
What? There's got to be warm milk and honey. I don't know. Nothing?
Nothing. You have to think. You're like, I'm done. This is on lock. But you don't know. Somebody could be out.
And what is the
Hey, I'm at the Grove. You want a red velvet vegan sprinkles? Fuck!
What is the?
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. You just have to brush your teeth again.
No, because once it has to be done. It's it.
You only get
For
one
me,
shot.
Get one shot.
Wait a second, though. What is the justification for that being the time to do it?
What, you mean why culturally did we set up morning and night?
Well,
to brush teeth?
Just back it up.
Okay.
Let's just say night.
Oh yeah. Or
why do you brush your teeth before you go to sleep?
Maybe because you just same way you wash your face before you go to sleep.
Why?
Because you got to take away the toxins from the day to go in fresh.
So you remove the toxins.
Your mouth
from
is
the
out in
day.
that world all day.
Your mouth's in the world all day.
Your face is in the world all day. Those things must be cleaned before bed. Have to. Thoroughly. And then you go to sleep. And then you wake up. And then you brush from the nighttime, from the night critters, teeth critters that come out at night, only when it's dark. Unless you have a meeting. I don't have a meeting. Meeting was canceled? Bam!
Face critters.
Face critters, mouth critters, done. $1,000 Sonicare. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Oh shit! Another meeting canceled. Too bad. I got a weird film.
No,
over
but
it. They're white, but there's a film on them.
So you do it before you go to bed because you don't want the food that's from the day sitting. Just sitting all night.
Matriculating around your mouth.
In the morning because you've created bacteria in your mouth.
A lot of breathing, heavy breathing.
Mouth breathing from snoring and stuff.
I always thought it was the teeth critters that I learned about when I was a boy.
Teeth critters.
Teeth critters that come out only at night.
I know about
from the midnight to 6.
Miniature microscopic crabs that live in your eyebrows.
Didn't know about that.
But I didn't know about
know now,
teeth
though.
critters.
Know now. Oh yes, Seth, your body's crawling with things. It's totally normal.
They just feed off our dander.
All over your whole body. If you only knew. You're also spinning the universe right now. You're
Super
not
fast.
You think that you're still, but you're actually spinning, covered in fucking thetans. You know that, right? Here, come back into my van. I have some literature I'd love you to read.
Do this questionnaire.
Love you to do this questionnaire about your dreams, your hopes, and your monies.
Your routing numbers.
Routing numbers are crazy these days. Let's learn about them together.
You start.
You go first, and then I'll go. Cool.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. America through the eyes of two American Americans. This is episode 650, 860. What?
I don't
This
know.
is episode. Oh, it's so weird.
685.
685.
Brought to you by Alert Drops.
Brought to you by Wiz Khalifa Farms Coffee, Alert Drops. This is our award-winning podcast. Have we won an award? Somebody made us a plaque, a trophy.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
But it's nice. It says
It's sweet.
award-winning. And so I bring that around with me for meetings.
I hang it
So
off
we
my
are not
rearview
award-winning.
mirror.
Future Hall of Famers.
Future Hall of Fame podcast.
Man, I want to be in a
dude.
Hall of Fame. Just one.
Listen, we do this show as we have since February of 2006. It is ad-free, commercial-free, and sponsor-free, despite all joshing. And we are able to do that because listeners and viewers, etc., of the show, supporters of our podcast,
So
do
generous,
so through
so kind.
Patreon.com. Please go to our Patreon page and pledge to us. Thank you to everyone who does that. Please continue. You get access to the archives. You get access to videos of the show, the way that we shoot them here in 3 camera. And you get discounts on merch and all that stuff. Speaking of merch, UhhYeahDude.com is our website. You have all the show notes there, ways of contacting us, and also a merch store that sells T-shirts.
Thank you to
hats.
To Jeff. Jeff does the show notes. He also
Thank you.
He
Jeff
also comes to my rescue when I can't fucking think of
can't think of
like a
Chuck Lorre.
got a human computer. That's what fucking perfect.
Jeff is manning the controls in the other room for us here, and yes, he also does our enhanced content show notes. But so yeah, go to the website, write a review of the show, subscribe to the show, tell a friend.
Oh yeah, write a review.
888-842.
Call the voicemail.
Yeah, 888-842-2357 is the toll-free voicemail.
Certainly reach out to the International Podcasters Association Hall of
Maybe
Fame.
a little
belittle
hate mail,
them.
little hate mail over there. No,
Yeah. The Brooklyn Boys. What are we? The Hobart what?
Hobart Homies.
Hobart Homies. iHeart nominated fucking iHeartRadio podcast nominated podcast. Is that the
Soon
thing?
to be.
Soon to be. The Hobart
nominated,
Homies.
the Hobart
It's our spin-off show. Saturday Night Live did a sketch about podcasts, which was kind of funny. It's like, oh, it wasn't funny because it was on Saturday Night Live, but it was the concept that they can do a spoof on podcasting, and sort of it was the idea of sponsorships of just awkward segues from the podcast into the sponsorship, and I've heard about that for some time. So I guess that is a real thing. That's
such a thing that they can
that they can
on
spoof it,
and people
Yeah.
are like, I know what you mean.
I know,
You're
Blue
like,
Apron.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Which also is a testament
So,
to
no.
the
Testament to the only testament is to fucking
that it's fucking annoying.
how nice how well yeah that is annoying,
But also
how
that-
fucking super awesome our listeners are
Yes,
that they're like
I was just saying
they're doing
it's-
that for
the
us.
fact that people know what Blue Apron is because they've annoyed podcast listeners
Yeah,
for
for
fucking
so many
10
years.
I don't know if that's helped them or hindered them or what, but it is something
I guess
that it's
it's
like
had to have helped, right?
Could it be such a thing that you avoid within a show that you enjoy listening to and you don't want to hear your podcast host awkwardly pitch this thing, that you actually have an aversion to the
I
thing?
would.
Because
I would
that's
never,
what I would
yeah, I would
think.
never, like-
psychologically that
like,
I would
fuck off.
wouldn't want to take anything of the
I'm not
thing
helping you.
that's
You're annoying
bugging
me.
you.
Why would
annoy
I
me.
help somebody that annoys me?
You annoy me. I want you to go away.
Why would I help somebody that annoys me, Chris Pratt? Why would I help somebody that annoys me?
There was something else I was going to say.
He's dating Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. So they had brunch down at the Fairmont in Santa Monica. Arnold, his girlfriend, Catherine, and Chris. What do you think Chris Pratt's thinking when he's sitting across from Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, his soon-to-be father-in-law?
Oh, they're probably just like he's probably just taking it to him, like just movies and God and just everything.
I guess he's taking it
probably
to him.
so
You think Arnold loves him?
100% comfortable. I don't know if Arnold loves him or not.
Hates him.
Probably hates.
Hates his guts.
Might hate his guts.
Hates his guts. Those are big shoes to fill, Mr. Pratt. You want to be a Hollywood superstar.
Hey, he's done it.
I guess he has.
Kids dressing up as him for Halloween and shit, dude. It's over. There's no like.
So it's done.
He's done.
So he's a huge Hollywood superstar forever now.
Yeah.
So this is my life.
Yeah.
It's just Dax Shepard and Chris Pratt for the rest of my life.
For all time.
All right. Okay.
Maybe I'll remember.
So you're talking something about space babies? You were saying something about getting off this place.
getting out of here.
Starting over.
Maybe I'll remember what I was going to say on the next episode. I thought it was of
It was something concerning travel or vans or
importance.
something.
Importance and value. No, not then. Just now.
Oh.
I forgot something else earlier.
So you're 0 for 2. But that's the beauty of 686. It's a palindrome.
come back.
And that's when you come alive.
We'll come back.
Between palindromes and alert drops, that's when your comedy comes alive. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.